don't think I need reading glasses. What I really need is coffee. So I guess that's what is number one on the list. Do I have a mask? Yep. Alright. What's up, Togs? Alright, fuck it, I don't need reading glasses. Let's go get this done. Oh, you know what I need? I need a knife to cut the foam because the foam doesn't fit, and I need to get this crate out of the car because the foam won't fit. And I guess when I get the knife, I'll get glasses. I didn't expect this to be a workout. This would be a good thing. You take 40 pounds and you throw it. It's hard to throw. Can't get a hold of it. And maybe we'll go get spray paint too. Screw it. Hang on. I did decide what video I'm gonna do. I might have to set it up today, not be able to shoot it. It's an oldie but a goodie. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me get a knife. Alright, I got a knife. I got some glasses. I do sort of know what I need the glasses for, which is interesting because I woke up this morning looked at my phone and was reading my phone without my glasses. And I was like, what's going on with me? My hip is better. I don't know. I was reading the phone. It was noticeable. I said, oh, I'm reading the phone without glasses. This has just got to be like my eyes are just weird this morning. There's no way. I've come to the conclusion people are insane. A lot of people are nuts, well-meaning, or nice, but they're nuts. That's my conclusion I came to. I'm back on Instagram, although Instagram gave me a weird message yesterday. Shut my stream off, which I don't really know why. And then I'm thinking I might know what it was. It was something that somebody sent me, I think. Like in a message, I think. I don't know. I have no idea. No, that doesn't make sense. I don't know, but I'm on Instagram again. So I need foam. I need blue foam. I need a few more cans of spray foam. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the foam together I need for the other side of the Seashell. So I can't. I could just finish the one side and do the other, but I'm going to make it, fluted at the top of both shells, so it kind of goes together, because I think that's how those look, sort of like that. So I figure I might as well stop on the one side of the shell. Well, I could still work on the side I'm working on, because it's not down. I got to come down to the bottom, like it goes like this. So I gotta bring it in, give it like a little waist or something. So I gotta do that anyway. So, but I can get the other one, start getting the correct size of the foam and layering it up so it's thick enough. Because it has to be thick enough, because I gotta make it concave. So, and I know one other thing I'll get. I'll get a few more. Like those sticky backed sanding discs, because those are pretty good for like carving. So I'll use that, and then even like on the final sanding, I can use the disc itself with not on the sander, and just sort of make it real smooth before I skim coat it. I have that. I have the thin set I'm going to use. I have everything I need to make this just about. I just need $80 worth of foam, which hurts, but what am I going to do? I'm making this. I made the decision to make it, so I'm going to make it. And about 80 on foam, and that's about it. I'll do it pretty much the same way, except I'm going to cut it down to size quicker using the Sawzall, which I'm not really sure why I didn't break that thing out earlier, but I didn't. So whatever, people are crazy though. I'm starting to see it. Like, people are more crazy than I thought. Like, not in a bad way. People are just crazy. As long as not meaning to harm somebody, you can be crazy. We're all crazy in a way. People are crazy though. Like, I don't know, just crazy. I have a lot of film I want to do. I'm kind of stalled out here. Now, it's far as like what I was gonna shoot today, I might have to just set it up today and shoot it tomorrow. Because it's I have to do something to shoot it. It's not just an easy like, oh, let me shoot it. But I know what I'm doing now. I was sort of like didn't really know what I was going to do yesterday, and then last night when I was live streaming cooking a roast, I was sort of thinking, you know, and I figured out what I'm going to do. I'm revisiting something for sure. What else? All right. I'm a dandy. I'm gonna get a little gas. Not all these race people. Fucking black shirts and shit, or red shirts. Oh, this is out of service. Fuck. That's a big woman. What's up? All these people that get up early on Instagram. I like these morning things because a lot of people end up showing up on YouTube. All right, I'm gonna get gas and I'm gonna go in and get coffee because I need it. I went to sleep at like 11 last night. Just woke up a little. I woke up. We're downstairs. Let Lutzy out and Gus. Just sitting here. Fucking birds, man. I still don't know what the deal is with Instagram. I'll see if it happens again today. That's the only thing it doesn't make any sense. I did ban somebody, and then I unbanned them, and that's right when it happened. And they said, we stop you from doing multiple things or something to protect our community. I'd done that before too. I banned somebody and then changed my mind because I'm like, it's a live stream, but I just, you know, it's like, how much do you want to really listen to? So I ban them, and then like I'm like, well, maybe I should be more tolerant. I'll unban them, but I shouldn't be more tolerant. I shouldn't. There's no reason for me to be more tolerant. Makes no sense. I need foam. The shell's gonna be great. Oh shit! Somebody recognized me. I'm gonna stay in the car. I hate that. Not really. I don't hate it. It's just weird. I can tell what's going on over there. Fucking, I'm going to get gas. Hang on. Huh? Oh, it's ridiculous, right?
Yeah, I know.
So,
Especially when I have to mow the yard too.
Almost like $40. Diesel.
it'd be more than that.
Yeah.
That's gonna go
Almost
up.
up to 100 for a full tank.
Yeah, it's out of hand.
Yeah.
Close by here.
Good thing I wasn't completely running.
It's been higher before.
It's going higher?
No, it has been higher than this.
Oh, it has, yeah.
Yeah.
Diesel was like, oh.
Be thankful we're not on the West Coast. I think it's like 7 or something.
I couldn't even imagine traveling.
No, no, I don't go anywhere anyway, but
No?
definitely not going on a trip. I need a mask. I'm not getting this crap. All right. I need 2-inch R10 foam, I need canned foam, and I need some sanding disc to make it all smooth. I see the room, but I see this piece too. I saw the piece earlier. I saw the piece in the winter. I was like, that's what I'm doing. The Venus, the birth of Venus. That it's not Botticelli. Botticelli made the Venus de Milo, I believe. So what? How about that? So what? I wonder how my friend with COVID's gonna do today. She had texted. It just comes and goes, man. It's like you feel better and then you feel worse all of a sudden. I remember that's how it was when I think I had it when I first got here. I was like, oh my god, I thought I was well, and then I got sick again, like, right away. I would drive to Hobby Lobby and get my spray paint that I need, but it's really sort of out of the way. It's in the complete other direction than Home Depot. I could go get the foam. I could get the foam at Lowe's, but I don't know the Lowe's. Man, every time I go to Lowe's and buy something, it's a big fucking hassle because I don't know where anything is. I would rather buy stuff at Lowe's, but Home Depot's closer, so I'm going there. I don't think I have chicken for the dogs, so I don't need to go in Walmart. They don't have the right color spray paint, so there's no reason in going in there. I could probably just get the spray paint online and have it sent. Man, there are just dead deer all over here. They're everywhere. It's been a rash of deer getting smacked. Vultures gotta eat. So the crows, but I never see the crows like picking at the dead deer for some reason. I don't know what they're eating. They like to pick at like a dead squirrel on the road or a dead, groundhog, shit like that. This dead deer gets so distended, it's just like look like they're about ready to pop. Doesn't look like the highway department's doing anything about them lately. So my goal for today with the Seashell is to just get the other one put together so I can start cutting that tomorrow. That's it. I need it put together, meaning I need it on the correct length because it's long. It's taller than me. It must be about 5'9", 5'10", I don't know. Get it cut out tomorrow, so then I have the two sections. But I also, with the one that's sort of more formed, I believe I can sort of define it more. So when I cut out the second one, there's going to be a lot less to do because it's going to be a straight cut with the soles all of it, and then I'll just go from there. It's going to be a mess. It's not that big of a deal. It cleans up pretty good. I use a rake for any of the loose foam. And then I can start figuring out how I'm going to put it together, which I'm pretty sure I know how I'm going to put it together. It's got to be two pieces for sure. It's just be too hard to move around if it was one. There's a hawk in a nest, a baby eagle. I don't know what it is. Does a bald eagle eat anything other than fish? They don't, do they? That's it, right? I mean, do they ever, I guess, if they're hungry, they would go after a rabbit or something? Isn't that mainly what they do, is grab fish out of the lake? That's why that lake's appropriate for them. They can do it all year round. Never freezes. It's too deep to freeze. Seems crazy, but it's true. There's colder places than this, that's for sure. It does get cold here in the winter, but you get about 2 months of just like, it's pretty cold. And then it dissipates. And it turns into this, which is fucking, this porcupine. This is insane how beautiful it is. It really, every year it's just like, fuck, man. Every spring is like the most beautiful time of year. I'm not gonna on Instagram. I'm not gonna do that anymore. I'm not gonna. If I remove somebody, I'm just gonna remove them. There's no other thing that I can think of that why Instagram would have put that. It was like they shut it down and then they said Instagram stops you from doing too many things or too many things or something. That's all I could figure. I don't know. It didn't make sense to me. It said, let us know if you think we made a mistake. I did. It was working within, I don't know. I couldn't see my post for about an hour, which I thought was strange. I mean, if they're gonna do something like that, they ban you for 24, 48. I don't really know what I did. I mean, I know it's not YouTube. I got YouTube's rules down. YouTube, you do not have to be polite. That is not a community guidelines, nor should it be. So, I'm sort of miffed at Instagram anyway for saying anything about Madonna showing like half a nipple. My God, if I can be without a shirt, so it's legal in this state for women not to wear shirts, that you don't have to wear a bra or anything, you can walk around topless. Why can't you be on Instagram? I mean, what's the difference, All this uptight crap, It's like, give me a break. Maybe they were hearing me talk about that. I don't know, maybe the algorithm picked up that. This is my opinion, no reason to get upset. Still think it's one of the better platforms. I could be streaming on FB right now, I'm not. I don't know why I'm not. Oh, I know why I'm not, because one of my phones isn't totally signed into everything. So, and there's this problem with the phone. It's just like, I don't know, it's reading the wrong Instagram account or some shit. I don't know what it's doing. I can't get rid of it. It's a long story. Long, involved story. Wish I could get that neon paint or whatever they call it. You know what? I might not need it. You know why? Now that I'm thinking about it, I noticed this yesterday. I have a really bright green, a gallon of it at home. I might try using some of that kind of paint. And then, I don't know, just a little spray paint over it. It's real bright green. That'll work. No, it's like if you don't have the materials at home, you can't make the thing. So I try and have enough materials around it. Like if I want to work on the house or I want to make something, I got it. I said last night, I was like, man, I got to get foam, start working on this thing. The video that I'm going to do, that I'm going to set up for today, it really is, It's an oldie but a goodie, sort of. It's a theme. I gotta get something on film. That gives you a hint. And so I gotta set up some cameras to get it on film. Debating whether I put blink cameras or what. I might just use blink cameras. I don't think I dreamed of anything last night. Like nothing. Like I woke up and I was like, I forgot why I was getting up. I was just getting up. So, why do you keep asking me if I can do a backflip? You know, see, this is the reason why I like get rid of people. It's like, it's just stupid nonsense. Why would I do that? You already brought that up. I told you I didn't do that, and I thought the people that did that, it didn't affect me. I don't find it as like, oh look, person can do a backflip. I mean, really, do you need to be removed? Is that what you want? You just want me to remove you? Are you a child? You shouldn't be on Instagram, man. You know, repeating something isn't funny. You know, there's a lot of people that think that they're funny and they just keep repeating the same shit. I'm a good fan. Well, then quit talking about this backflip thing. Bring up something else. You know, can you walk on your hands or anything? I mean, anything. I already said I couldn't do it, so. I have legs like, I have chicken legs, man. And one of my legs is still atrophied, so. I doubt I'm gonna be doing that at 59 years of age. Well, I can ride a unicycle. Does that count? Yes, I can walk on my hands. That I can do. Yes, I can also... Oh, wait a minute, I did have a dream. Because I remember doing it in my dream, and I was pressing up in a chair, and you're bringing this up. Yeah, I pressed up in a chair. There was some... which I can't do, or I used to be able to do, and I know that I've been thinking about, like, staying in shape, so it makes sense that I had a dream about that, because that, before I moved to New York, that was one of the things that I was doing to get in shape, was I'd press up in a chair. That's weird. Maybe I'm still dreaming. Maybe you're in my dream. I don't think so. This isn't a dream. Shut up with the backflip stuff, man. You look idiotic doing that. I mean, what is all that about? I'm gonna have to ask Toxic, and I'm gonna have to put that into my community settings because it's just stupid. It's I'm sorry. It's just dumb, man. If it was witty or something, it just, you know, if it's your own personal little joke, you know, it just doesn't really matter. It's just dumb. You know? It is. It's stupid. You know, like, if it's a personal joke or something, nobody else gets it, then what's the point of you even saying it? You know, oh, you dare me. Okay. You double Dutch dare me. Is that what you do in 7th grade? I'm gonna go get the phone. I'm gonna leave this running. If anybody steals this shit, we'll get them on video. My friend's new dog is named Ben. Benny. Just got some nickname for him that's ridiculous. Benny, Pepito, Dirty Skunk Rat Benny or something. I don't know what she's talking about. She's an insane person, though. She's insane, clearly. There's a lot of people that are insane. They're nuts. They hurt themselves worse than they hurt other people. You know? So, sort of like it's more, what is that, a wood duck? Like a, I don't know, it's part of being human, I guess. I'm not saying I don't throw a monkey wrench in my life. I have many times. Clearly. Hang on. All right, so I'm gonna do this real fast. I'm gonna let this run. I'll go get the phone. I'll be right back. I'm gonna do this in, we'll say 8 minutes or less, all right? What's up, Carly and Boots? How are your boots doing? Your boots good, Carly? I know you like your boots. You look good in boots, right? You girls in boots look really good in them. It's all about the boots. All right, I'll be right back. I'm still not up. I'm trying to let this coffee kick in. Why am I pussing out? Just get out of the car and go fucking do it. Oh, I need a mask. Hang on. All right. I'm doing it. I'll be all right unless it gets robbed or something, and you know, whatever. I'm a pussy. I had an epiphany when I was doing this. I don't need to show it one gallery, I can show it two. I can get a show at two different galleries. This stuff's gonna be so big for the one. And just make more stuff and do two. I won't do two shows at the same time, but I'll have one and then I'll have one a few months later. So I'm just gonna, I would do it anyway, I'm just gonna make stuff. That's what I do. Yeah, I'm really feeling good about this piece. I'm going back to it being like an installation in the Garden of Eden, something like that. Definitely. I got more cans of foam. I will not run out while I'm making this. $3 at Walmart. This would have been double. Got hook and loop for my sander, my orbital sander, rotating orbital. And smooth it out real good with this. I got more sticky back to just really cut into it. Once this piece is made, the clam, I'll move it somewhere into the barn. I don't know where. Maybe I'll keep it on the first floor. I'm not sure. But I'm gonna put it in a section where I can turn it into an installation. So the installation will be done pretty much, and then I'll shop it around. Somebody will take it because it's gonna be awesome. It's, you know, has historical references, it has religious references, it has, it's gonna be good. I saw it this winter. I was like, fuck, man, I'd do that. I'm gonna have to change it though, but it's still gonna be awesome. It's still the same thing. It's gonna be good. I gotta find my orbital sander. See how smooth I can get. I think with the orbital sander, I can smooth out the surface of the shells real smooth. So I was originally thinking thin set, but, and still might be thin set, is like to make it like an amalgam, to like turn the whole thing into like a composite. There's a lot of different products that I could use, but that is one that's readily available. It's inexpensive. Its weight isn't too bad. It's a it's a mortar. It's not going to make moving a half of a shell insurmountable, and then just dovetail it together, just click together sort of. And I think I know how I'm going to do that. As far as like the scene goes, I'm gonna have to like build like a tree, which will be fairly easy. Some trees or something. Maybe that's where some animatronics come in. Like if it was like a giant, I know what I could use. Like if it was a giant saber-toothed tiger or a mastodon or something like that. So I always thought that the Jesus with the dinosaur, it makes sense to me, because it's so absurd. So, like, I don't doubt that a lot of shit happened. Everything's sort of based on facts. It's just things get exaggerated. And that seems to be I'll go this way. Seems to be a problem with humans, is that we get emotional and things get exaggerated, and then it seems more than it really is, and it's really not that big of a deal. So I think that's a common thing. So I think about like religion, and man, I'm not attacking y'all. You believe what you want to believe, okay? I'm all for it. I don't care what anybody is, what anybody does. But I see that in religion a lot, and I think about Christianity. I'm clergy, so I can say this. I'm a minister. I've never doubted that there was a philosopher named Jesus. Never doubted that. That's not what I doubt. So, all the writings, the scriptures and all that, those just seems like a code of ethics, and I'm just not so sure we need them. It seems like it's caused some problems. Wow, that is a bitchin' house I'm looking at right across the street from KFC. I just noticed it. Real old Victorian. God, the attic looks like I would live up there, man. It's got a bitchin' chimney too. But it's like there's just things about it that just like, come on, cat, don't get hit by that car. Come on, man, walk quicker. There you go. Speed up, buddy. Moses in the burning bush. Is that a hallucination? I mean, there's aspects of a lot of this that have mental illness, hallucinations. It's just. I think back in the day it was easier to attribute it to anything that we didn't understand. Well, it must be God. And you see this in all societies throughout the ages. It's like there's always this like explanation of everything. Well, it must be God. And you want to grab onto God because God, when you die, you don't want it to just be that's it, right? You want it to be there's an afterlife, which there might not be, right? And there might not be, and this might be all you get. Although in a weird way it's possible that there is an afterlife, but we just are reborn again, and that would explain a lot of internal recollection. So we're born again into sort of the same life with minor differences, but it doesn't matter because we can't remember anyway. We just get glimpses like a ghost walking through a room, the smoke dissipating from a fire. We just get a glimpse. So it's meaningless. It's meaningless to us humans whether we are reborn again or have another life, or we are transported to a distant planet that takes 5 billion years to get there, and then you're reborn again into this life again. It doesn't matter. And time certainly doesn't matter, because the time we are here on this planet is so short. Don't waste your time. Just do not waste your time. You can be gone in a blink of an eye. You could just be gone. And even if you're not, there's the difference between a baby that's born in a hospital that doesn't leave the hospital, that dies in the hospital that same day or the next day, or even 5 minutes, in relationship to the life of the average human being. Let's say it's 78 years old. It's not that much difference in a cosmic sense. It isn't. So getting wrapped up into, life is short either way. You better just take what you get and take advantage of what you get. And I don't mean take advantage of people. That is not what I'm saying. Do not take advantage of anybody, because you have to pay your rent on this planet, and you should always be trying to do something good for someone. And even if they don't take it, you tried, You try and help people as much as you can. And you can say, well, you don't do that. I do try and do that. I'm not perfect. I do try and help. I've always thought of it as paying my rent on the planet. It just seems like I have to do something. And I'm not a rich person, so me being charitable in a financial way is very limited. And everybody should do that. It doesn't matter whether you have millions of dollars in the bank or you're like me. I can eat. There's always going to be somebody less fortunate than me. I know it doesn't make a lot of sense to people. Like, I'm not a rich guy. I want to talk about something, I just don't know if I should. It makes me seem like I'm trying to, so I'm not going to talk about it. But how could I talk about this? If somebody gives you something and you have more than enough, it's okay to pass it on. Don't pass it all on, but you can pass it on to somebody that needs it worse than you. And I understand that charity begins at home. It does. And I've put myself into bad financial situations before by just being sort of the things that I think are important might not be important to someone else. I make art. That's the most important thing for me. It's like making art. But I know that, like, people are like, well, you're broke. Why would you do something like that? Like, somebody help me. My friend Jinian helped me, and then this was years ago. Jinian's a very generous person, and she gave me some money. I'll just tell you, she gave me some money. It was very nice, like Christmas gift. And I gave some of the money away, and I told her. It wasn't a lot. It was a lot. It was a lot for me. But somebody I worked with had got cancer, and I gave him like $800. It was a lot of money for me, But it just seemed like it was the right thing to do. Like, Jinian helped me out and got me out of... I felt obligated to tell Jinian. Like, because she gave the money to me, and I felt guilty for giving some of the money to someone else. I told her, and I could tell that she was miffed. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe my priorities are all wrong. I don't know. It's just money shouldn't be the most important thing. I do see that in some people. It hurts me when I see that. Like, I've had people say something like this. How did they put it? Well, they gave you money. This is another situation. They gave you money so you should remain friends with them. And I was taken back. I was like, whoa, wait a minute. So you're saying that you just would kiss somebody's ass because they gave you money? I won't do that. I'm not going to be bought, you know. I understand the need for money, believe me. I'm fucking spending $130 on foam and shit. Where I'm not a rich man, but there's really more things in life that are more important than that, like self-respect, helping people. Helping people if you've never done it. It gives you something that you're not going to get. You won't know unless you do it. And people that do it know what I'm talking about. It gives you like a power almost. It gives you a feeling that you'll never get by not helping someone. And I'm not telling you, don't have to do it monetarily. You just have to like think outside yourself and just do it. And then once you do it, you're like, that was the right thing to do. I haven't always done the right thing, man. When I was younger and shit, drinking, I managed an apartment building, but then after I stopped managing that apartment building on a couple occasions, I was young and drinking, and it was a renter's market in Kansas City, and I didn't pay my rent, and then I skipped out and just got another apartment. I'm not proud of it, I'm telling you. I feel guilty about it to this day. I could have gone out and gotten caught up, but I didn't. I mean, I was young. I was 22 or something, 23 maybe. I'm not proud of it. I certainly wasn't going to do that in New York City. I was during the pandemic. I was like, man, I've been there for that one for 15 years. He knew my other landlord at the other place. He knew I wasn't about like screwing people. After I quit drinking, I was like, I had like this realization, like my life is not. I'm not happy in my life, and I'm doing things in my life that really are not helpful for me as a person on this planet, like, fucking people around and shit, like the landlord, like I'd rationalize it saying, well, he's rich, he has plenty of money or whatever. And certainly, I as soon as I got sober, I started like looking at things a different way. You're always responsible for your actions, so I cannot like say, hey, it was the booze, because it didn't matter. I was the one drinking. I did all that shit. I did that a couple times in Kansas City. I knew they wouldn't come after me. It was a small amount of money. I knew other people that were doing it too. I used to use an excuse that I was a broke artist. But like in New York City, like I was about to screw around my landlord. You know, the pandemic hit and my business really dried up a lot because the pandemic has not been helpful. But you know, I was trying to pay it, and finally I'm like, dude, I don't know what I'm gonna do here. Maybe I should try and move my stuff out. So that's the approach I took. I talked to him the whole time I was doing it, saying I'm getting it out as quick as I can. We all do things that we're not proud of in our life. We all make bad decisions at some point. It's just important to like stop doing that. You know, trying to be better for yourself, no one else. I'm not saying that I stopped fucking around landlords when I stopped drinking. I'm saying I did all that for myself. Sort of selfish act that I got sober. I just, you know, I couldn't take it anymore. The whole that just destroying my body and shit. I had to quit. Never regret quitting drinking. Never, not for 1 minute. Life's gotten terrible at times since I quit drinking. It's been horrible at times, and I still never think, well, I'm gonna go drink. You know, that's the last thing I want to do. It makes everything worse. You make terrible decisions, like skipping out on landlords in Kansas City. You know, I wasn't the worst person, certainly, as a drunk. I was still me. But I'd certainly rationalize stuff to, like, encourage my bad behaviors to just so I could avoid stuff or something. Like, well, I'm just gonna avoid that. Well, I owe 2 months back rent. How am I gonna get that up like that? Like, because I'd drive a cab, I'd drink, I'd make $150, and then I would make art, and I would drink, and then when I was out of money, then I'd go, or dog food, I would go get a cab and make another $150, $200. And then the cycle would start over again. There were times I would run low on money, and I'd have to borrow money to go get the cab or get gas money. You know, because I was so wrapped up in this, like, look, I'm making art. I don't care. This is what I'm going to do. And I'm still sort of like that. Trust me. I'm still sort of like, my main objective in life is to produce as much art as I can. That's it. So that hasn't changed. It's just changed that I can't like numb myself with the booze to be like, well, fuck it, I don't really give a damn. Because I always gave a damn. It did. I always cared, but I get drunk so I didn't have to feel it. It's like this self-medication. Like I was just like, I'm an emotional guy. I don't know if you picked that up, but and I'm not talking about like when I go off on idiots. That's not what I'm talking about. That's more act than anything. But like I do, maybe I can sort of, I worry about animals, for lack of a better term. I worry about animals probably more than I should, meaning humans. There's nothing you can do about other humans. You can't do anything, you know. It's like either they're gonna do their own thing, like I did my own thing. Nobody could have told me anything back then, you know. Peter, there's an easier way to do this, you know. I wouldn't have listened. So, I don't know. I don't know why we're here. I know why I'm here. And so that's what I do. It's dogs and art. I could throw the comedy in, but the comedy is just like part of it, you know, it's just a subsection of both. But art's my, I mean, I'll be honest with you, if I didn't have to train dogs and I was making a lot of money from my art, I concentrate on the art. I might still do videos about dogs because I love dogs and I think they're the most amazing animal on the planet. They're the first domesticated animal. But would I be doing boarding trains? No, I'd be in the studio just belting it out as quick as I could. If somebody gave me a big grant or something, I'd just make art. I don't know. It's always been important to me. Even before I saw the Van Gogh show, it was important to me. Like I said, kindergarten, I was always making art. My mother, there was an artist down the street. We took some lessons during the summer or something. I was always into it. That Van Gogh show, that's the thing that really like changed me in first grade. That was one of the bunch of stuff happened to me in first grade. I fell off that cliff, and then that's one of the things that happened was my mom took me to the Van Gogh show, and I looked at it and I looked at the paintings and I was like, man, that is the coolest looking shit. And I was just like amazed at like how he painted. And I was like, that's what I want to do. You know. I was thinking about, as a kid, I was thinking about being a painter, which of course, as you know, I've gotten, as I grew, wasn't so much about painting as just producing objects. You know, I produce objects. Objects is what I do. I'm not gonna say painting's easy. That's a fucking minute to learn and a lifetime to master. I don't really have a first medium. If I was set up, I'd be doing paintings too, but I'm not really set up to do that. It's beautiful out. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna start putting the foam together. I gotta butt some up so that I have like a 5x9 square approximately, so that I can trace out the other clamshell, and then I'm gonna layer it, then start cutting it out. I'm gonna use the Sawzall. This one's got how to make it. When I designed it in the winter, you know, there's a lot about the production of art is actually producing it, so you find quicker ways to do it. The hot knife is not going to be as quick as using the sander or the Sawzall. And now I'm going to incorporate the orbital sander to really smooth it out. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna look like a shell. It's gonna be beautiful. It has to be beautiful. It has to look like a real shell. It has to look like a real shell. Now how I do the scene it's in, I think I know how I'm gonna do it. A lot of it will be like buying fake plants and shit, but I'll have to make a tree. I'll probably do a tree with a snake in it. And this, you know, I'm doing like a combination thing. It's more than one piece. It's like I'm taking the idea from several different paintings. So there's reference points for the viewer. You know, it's not just, that's it, you know. And it's gonna be obscure enough references that it won't be like super obvious. All right, that got done. Art is your gifting. I think you will find the scientific approach interesting. If you give me permission, I will post a link in the comment section when you post this live stream as a video. ET's four-dimension portals, it's all in. Oh, I know about that, Kristen. I know. There's paintings throughout history that depict spaceships and ETs. Look at the work of the Zunis. But I mean, there were Christians painting, spaceships and shit. That one painting from, is it a Flemish painting? I don't know, but it's like, there's orbs in the sky. There's written history on orbs that we're seeing. I don't know. I'm just like the conversation with my brother. He's clergy. He's working clergy. Like, it's probably unlike anything than what like a human can dream up in their imagination. Like maybe it's an alien. And my brother goes, what you think about it isn't too far off from what I think about it. I was sort of taken back because my brother's very liberal. He's a liberal clergy. But it's probably unlike anything like that. It's not an old man with a beard. That's what I think. I could be wrong. It could be an old man with a beard, but I just don't think it's like that. I don't know what it is. Why do we see UFOs now? Why does the government admit that we're seeing UFOs? What's that? I'll tell you, when I saw the UFO back there, it was a religious experience. I was fucking flipped out. For a month, I kept thinking, Christian thing that soaks into all of us in the society, in the United States. You could probably say even in a different country, like a Islamic country, you could probably say the same thing. Like all this, like just you're bombarded with like this Judeo-Christian stuff. It's impossible not to be influenced. It's absolutely impossible not to be influenced. So, like I saw The Exorcist as a kid, it flipped me out. The devil. But when I saw the UFO back there, I was like, man, all that might just be like nonsensical compared to what it really is. I just don't know. I was back here with Destiny and we saw what they were. I started screaming. I was screaming, get down here, bring your camera. I've seen shit more than once, and I'm not really sure why I'm being shown shit. I've seen stuff by myself, and I've seen stuff with other people, and I'm not sure why I'm one of the people that is being shown this shit. So, before I saw the thing behind the barn with my neighbor, I'd seen some stuff, and I always chalked it up to being tired. It was always this kind of goose hunting. I remember saying, am I seeing a UFO? It's a giant silver orb, really high up in the clouds. And then I'm watching this thing. It's down over like, I'm watching it and like my eyes are getting tired, right? And I'm going, man, is that a UFO? What the hell is that? And I didn't have a lot of sleep because I drove up from Brooklyn and then I went right to the swamp goose hunting with Ike and Mango. So I'm tired and I'm looking at it and I'm like, for some minutes and my eyes got tired and I went like this and kind of looked away, looking at the dogs, and I looked back and it was gone. Then there was the other time. There's a bunch of times I've seen shit out here. driving up from Brooklyn, I look over this field. There's nothing. There's nothing. We're on 86. There's nothing. No houses. No nothing. And I see this like blue light, and then there's almost like a searchlight underneath it. There was some red lights, and out in the middle of nowhere. Like I look off to the road. I mean, there's nobody on the highway. There's nobody. There's no road that anybody could even get to that place from. And I'm like driving by it. I'm like, what was that? And then I was like, you try and rationalize it. And I said to myself, well, maybe it was some kind of experimental drone. That the highway patrol was using at 3 o'clock at night in a field with no cars or anything around. After I saw the thing behind my barn, now I question everything. I do. I question the influence of the Christian, Judeo-Christian influence upon me. I don't know if any of that even exists anymore. I'm sorry. I know you believe whatever you want to believe. Like my brother says, the clergy, he's like, listen, God doesn't care what we do on a day-to-day basis. And that's true. I don't think that's how it works. And then I think about the dreams I've had, the super realistic dreams I've had where they take me to the interior of the sun. I've never had a fucking dream where I can remember it 30 years later other than these vividly. So vivid I can make art about it. That's coming up, man. I was like, after I couldn't make art about it because it was so ornate. And then they took me, and then I woke up being able to do Photoshop, and then I did those photo collages, and when I was doing the photo collages, I was like, well, I wish I could do this on video somehow. And then it's coming up. You get a better feeling of like the dream for sure. I got the backgrounds all done. Backgrounds were like doing the photo collages. I'd need something, and I'd go on Google, and the first thing that I need, it would pop up. It was the first image. I don't know how to explain any of it. I just don't think that, I realize when I talk about this shit that people are like, oh, he's insane or something. I'm not. I'm not insane. I don't know, man. A lot of life doesn't make sense, that's for sure. It's the truth. I mean, I think about this a lot. If I was an artist in 1536, and you know what? I'm not really sure why I keep bringing up 1536. That's a year I always bring up. I don't know why that pops out. And I was taken to the interior of the sun. I asked them when I was up there one of the first few times, I said, is this hell? Because that's what I always thought hell would look like. Because everything's sort of like there's a red shimmering orangish sky. And there's like sort of a red hue to everything. And you have these like grays walking around that could be considered demon looking. And they said, no, you're in the interior of the sun. If I was an artist in 1536 and somebody took me up there, and I saw it, how would I depict it? I'd depict it as hell. I think about Hieronymus Bosch, Bruegel, all these artists that like, I don't know. I don't know anything. I'm in the same boat with you guys. I have no idea what this is or why we're here. I'm gonna take a B12 though. No, it's B complex. I'm gonna take 2. I know I woke up this morning for some reason I was reading my iPhone without glasses on. What's that? I don't know. Maybe my eyes just sort of like the light was real good or something. My hip is better. Calm before the storm. Um, I'll tell you what. I gotta go do some stuff. I'm gonna start working on the Seashell. Let me deal with some stuff here. I'll live stream, I'm sure. Cause why not? What else is there to do, right? Anyway, thanks for going with me. Appreciate you.